Hey guys, welcome to Share Inspirations. Today we are going to be showing you what cuttings will work for rooting purposes. Now, since we are in the rose pruning season, what I have here is hybrid tea pink rose that I'm going to be showing you what works, what you shouldn't use, and these are just cuttings when you cut down and prune the rose. And this is the best time to do this because by the time the rose takes root, it takes anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. You'll start seeing growth in a couple of weeks, but the roots will be very, very small, very, very tiny. And I actually have the next episode that I'm going to record will be how to do that. But today I wanted to focus on how the cuttings will work and what you want to use from cuttings and what you don't, because I feel that a lot of times taking the wrong cutting is half the battle. So what you want to do is you want to use this guy. This is thicker, about half an inch or probably more maybe, but you want to stay away from this and you want to stay away from these are too this will work, but these are too thin and they're not going to take. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our big shears, because I don't think this will work. Let's try it. So you want to go for about 8 inches roughly. Oh, it took. All right, cut this and do the same thing here. Now I can't do 8, so I'll just do a little bit bigger here. Maybe do this. Now I can try and root this guy too, but this is one of those 50-50, may or may not. But these ones, I can assure you, they will take 90% of the times because of how thick they are. They're semi-woody, and this is the way to go. This is what you're after when you're rooting roses. I've seen a lot of videos where people are taking this stuff and they say this right here. So they'll try and just cut this and try and root this. It's not going to take because it's not strong enough. Right here, same thing. And just how big this guy is. What we want to do is separate this. Alright, and then we could probably get away with getting this as well as this. Now, something else that is very handy. This is thick enough that it could be divided into 2, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to divide this guy into, just eyeballing it, and divide it in 2. Maybe if I was strong enough. Oh, here we go. Just be careful not to cut yourself. Always wear gloves. You know, all the safety precautions. A lot of times when we work in the garden, we don't realize things that have the power to hurt us. So here we go. Alright, so let's try rooting this as well. And just remember that the thorns are bent down, and that's how you know that this was the plant, this was the part closest to the mother plant. Same thing here. So you don't want to do it this way because you'll notice they're kind of going out this way. But when you go down or straighten it up, you'll notice they're bent a little bit down. And this was the part closest to the mother plant, and this is what we're going to show you how to root. So this was my cuttings that I'm going to cut up in smaller pieces, and I will show you what to do next. And I also do these in the water, and you'll see what I do because I can actually monitor the roots coming or not, and the failure rate and whatever. Something to keep in mind is when you first start gardening, when I first started gardening, keep in mind that 50% of what you're going to try and grow is going to fail. Just keep keep that. That way you don't lose hope and you don't lose spirit. Even though now 5 years down the line, I would probably give myself a 90% success rate, and 10% of times I still fail. So just that's what I started with. About 50% of the things that I planted didn't do anything, and the rest 50 did. So I overplanted to make sure that I don't run into weeds, and it worked very well for me. Alright guys, that was it. I will show you the rest of what to do in the next video. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.